Hi, I'm Jen, and this is what I want you to know. Having thoughts of suicide may be both alarming as well as comforting to you. While it scares a lot of people to have reached this dark, stuck place, it can also feel like a relief to think that there's a way out. I don't pretend to know just what you're thinking or feeling right now, but I know that it's really hard and painful stuff, and I'm so sorry for that. I know what it is to visit dark places where you don't see a door leading out. And I've had several deep connections with people who were suicidal and have been with them in their pain and witnessed their journey to finding health and relative happiness, sometimes even for the very first time in their lives. I'm here to tell you that there is reason for hope. It gets better. You may be feeling suicidal because you have really difficult life circumstances right now. Perhaps you've lost someone you love. Maybe you have an addiction that you don't feel you can overcome. Maybe you're struggling with school or finances, or you have a lot of conflict with the people in your life. You may be struggling with shame. Perhaps you're coming to terms with ways that you feel different from your family or your friends. Maybe you're struggling with a crisis of faith, or perhaps you're coming to terms with your sexuality or your sense of gender identity. Maybe you're afraid of rejection if people were to know the true you. Perhaps you have a history of trauma, such as sexual or physical abuse, that you can't get out of your head, or that feels permanently damaging. Maybe you feel that you've never truly been loved. Maybe you have a hard time loving yourself. You may be someone who struggles with mental illness and you wonder if you will ever live life without struggle. The list of internal and external struggles we grapple with as a society are endless. And we don't always have the resources for coping or overcoming these struggles. When the pain outweighs our resources, that's when we often start looking for the escape hatch. Suicide can sometimes feel like that magic way out. The problem, of course, is that suicide is a permanent and irreversible solution to what is often a temporary period of pain. Even if some of the problems with which we grapple are fairly long-term, our perspective about and our ability to handle and learn from these problems can change drastically. And they can change in ways that are life-altering in really positive directions. We've all heard stories about the person who's diagnosed with a terminal illness and who, after months of coming to terms with it, says unequivocally that the illness was the best thing that ever happened to them. That's because the illness caused them to reevaluate their lives, perhaps to really start living for the first time, to take care of unfinished business, to live life in the present. People who survive a suicide attempt often say the same kinds of things. They're thankful for the second chance to really live, to improve their circumstances, to heal, to grow, to love more fully both themselves and others. I hope you will choose life. I hope you will choose to hang in there with the pain and to get help. I care. Others care. You're just a little human being on this great big planet, just like the rest of us. Someone that is just doing the best that he or she can. Sometimes we need help outside of ourselves to make the changes that we need to make. If you're not already in therapy, please consider finding a therapist, a good therapist, that can help you along your journey. Know that death by suicide is not the ending of pain. It is the spreading of pain. You are part of the greater whole. Without you, something is missing. Something, someone, is lost. And this hurts all of us. Please know it gets better. Hold on to hope. Get help. If you're a student at HSU, come to the Counseling Center or call our phone line, 707-826-3236, anytime to get support. Thanks for listening.